afternoon evening people, welcome back to the channel. So 9 days ago now I transferred the bees in this hive from a nuke into this hive here because they were outgrowing the nuke box. So I'm going to do follow-up inspection on this now, see how they're getting on. There are 3 frames to draw. At the same time also going to do a hive inspection on this colony here. And this colony here is the colony of the elusive queen. Can't find the queen for the life of me. I think 4 or 5 inspections now, can't find the queen. Now, I did give them some fondant. Going to take that away. I'm going to be feeding them sugar syrup today. And I'll show you that at the end of the video, feeding sugar syrup with using an English feeder. I put a block of fondant on because at the time I had no sugar syrup with me. Oops. Try not to squish any bees. Okay, so this I believe was a frame of stores, and it still is. That frame there is packed with honey, both sides, which is good. They're building up their stores for winter. This frame was undrawn, a blank frame. As you can see, they made good progress drawing that frame. One side completely drawn nearly, the other side they're on with it. Okay, that frame, cat brood, a full frame of cat brood, and that is both sides. One side's got a bit more brood than the other. Okay, that frame is packed with brood larvae. Try and get a close up. You can see the larvae there curled up in the cells. The other side of that frame is okay. So I found a queen. I found an unmarked. That is not the queen that I put in this colony, so I'm going to mark her. This is why I had trouble finding the queen, because there was an unmarked queen in this colony. She's right there, so I'm going to try and get her under this cage and mark her. So this is quite fiddly. What I need to try and do is get her under there with no other bees, so I can quickly mark her through the cage. So this is why this was a colony of the elusive queen, because the queen that I put in there was marked, is not the queen that's in the colony. Okay, so I do have a green queen marking pen. Green is this year's colour. As you can see, the bees are... Okay, so I can see the queen right there. I'm going to try and just mark her. She holds still for long enough. She's right there. Okay, so there we are. I've marked her. Only managed a small green dot on her, but that'll do. Now this little cage here is not ideal for queen marking because you can't quite get the marker through the tiny holes. So what I've done is I've kind of just managed to get a little green dot on her. See if I can find her again now. Okay, so when I've done that split, I introduced the queen, a Carpathian queen marked in green. The bees accepted that queen. I'll show you a quick clip of her being accepted right now. Okay, so the queen is right there on that frame. I'll get the camera now, I'll show you. So the queen is right there, marked in green. As you can see, there's bees around her, having like a little sniff. She's just standing still, so you can see she's not alarmed. There's bees around her, having a good sniff, so to speak. You can see some, that's a good sign, towards the front, towards her mouth. You can see that other little bee to her front, and another one, they're feeding her. Generally the younger bees that feed the queen. You can see these two very young bees. So now we know that queen's been accepted, don't we? Because she's not been attacked. You can actually see bees feeding her. So they're happy with their new queen. So what I believe has happened is potentially I've missed a queen cell. So what the bees will do is the bees will favour their own queen cell over a queen that you introduce. So potentially I missed a queen cell, the queen has emerged, the bees would then kill the other queen, and then somehow we've ended up with an unmarked queen in this colony. So that queen will now be an F2 buckfast queen. So the nice 50 quid Carpathian queen that I introduced was a waste of 50 quid. The thing is, the bees can be very, very good at hiding queen cells. It's very easy to miss them. And I expect that's what's happened. The reason I think I missed a queen cell, rather than there potentially being an unmarked queen on the frames that are split with, is because the bees wouldn't have accepted that queen that you just saw. They're being accepted. They would have bored her, and they didn't. So that leads me to believe I missed a queen cell. So now that I've marked that queen, I'm going to see if I can find her again, just to show you how much I managed to mark her. So lots and lots of brood in this colony. They're building up absolutely beautifully for winter. That was an undrawn frame that I put when 9 days ago, and I put them in this hive. They're getting on quite well drawing that. Frame of stores. So I'm quickly going to go back through these frames, see if I can just find that queen again and show you how I managed to mark her. I marked her, put the frame down, I was talking to you. She's walked around the back of the frame, gone down into the colony. Okay, now that I've marked her, I can't find her again. She really is the elusive queen. She's young, obviously, fast moving, moving frame to frame. I think I was really lucky to even find her then and get us hold still long enough to mark her. So I did say I'll quickly show you English feeder. So this is an English feeder. So basically place that over that hole there. That cap. Let the bees come up through that hole, crawl down the edges there, take the sugar syrup. And that is those bees fed. I am going to inspect the other hive, but I'm going to do that off camera. If you want to see inspection in 7 days time on this hive, try and find that queen again, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, have a good day.